Just broke the gold myth. This is wild. Let's cut through the noise. Everybody keeps saying the Federal Reserve is independent and that the dollar is stable and gold has only been a precious metal we turn to as a hedge against inflation. They're all myths. Check this out. Oh, if you're interested in gold, click that link in the description. Money Metals is holding this contest. They're giving away a 10th ounce of gold. Every month they hold this contest. It's free. It's fun. Click that link. Take home that gold. You can see here, this article points out that the Fed has never actually been independent. People like to imagine the Fed as some neutral referee, but it's always been political. Presidents appoint Fed chairs, Congress sets its goals, and even interest rate changes tend to line up with elections. We see this time and again. And what does that mean for you and me? It means your money supply, your mortgage rates, your retirement savings, all of it, it's controlled by political games. No neutral decisions, not economics, politics. That's why this author calls it political money. We don't have sound money backed by gold or silver anymore. We've got a centrally planned system where the rules get bent whenever Washington needs a quick fix. Here you can see, since the Fed was created in 1913, the US dollar has lost about 99% of its value. 99. Let me break that down. Imagine your grandparents had a crisp $100 bill back then. That could buy a cart full of groceries, maybe even a month's rent. Today, that same $100 barely covers a single grocery trip. That's not inflation by accident. That's a century of deliberate policy. And the crazy part, before the Fed, when money was backed by gold, when it was backed by silver, prices were stable for over 100 years. Gold was never intended for stacking, for hoarding. That's the myth we are under in 2025. You've got to check out this entire article on your own, because the real myth is the myth of an independent Federal Reserve. That's the real myth. Before the Fed, we had no runaway inflation, no constant erosion. It's only after the Fed took control of the dollar that the dollar started to bleed out. You can see here, the article warns the Fed is getting ready to cut rates again, not to help you, but to help the government refinance its massive $10 trillion debt, at least. Here's the problem. Inflation is still running hotter than the interest you earn in the bank. That means real interest rates, what you get after subtracting inflation, they're going deep into the negative. And when real rates go negative, it's rocket fuel for gold. Because unlike the dollar, gold doesn't get printed. It doesn't get watered down. It holds value when everything else is getting chewed up. So while the Fed is busy bailing out Washington, gold is quietly becoming the safe haven for regular people like you and I who don't want to see their savings torched. Check out this article on your own. I'll leave a link in the description. It really is very telling. The Fed isn't independent, the dollar isn't safe, and the only thing standing tall in times like this is real money, like gold and silver. And get your own gold. Click that link in the description. Thank you, Money Metals Exchange, for sponsoring this channel. It's a great contest. Every month, they give away a 10th ounce of gold. Every month. Click that link. Be the next winner on that list. Take home that gold, and I'll see you in the next one.